Look, I'm just going to let this video play out. I'm not going to say a word. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Look, if you're in an abusive relationship, I will always support your right to exit that relationship. But if you cheat on your partner, I'm going to reform the divorce laws so you give up 100% of everything, no questions asked. If you are an adulterer in our state, and then there is a divorce, you as the adulterer, you as the cheater, will lose full custody and will lose full claims to any assets in that marriage. And with all due respect, the reporting from the Daily Mail yesterday makes clear that Congressman Donalds did commit adultery when he hit on Erica Donalds and then was later divorced by his wife, Bisa Hall, in 2002. It applies to everyone, male or female. If you enter the covenant of marriage and then you cheat, you're giving up everything. You don't have any rights, because I've seen up close, not in my own family, but people close to me who have suffered through the stress, the pain, the affliction of divorce. You know, the GOP says that we don't have privilege. I actually disagree. I have a lot of privilege. I have the privilege of growing up in a two-parent household. I didn't have to have my mom and dad fight about who's going to have custody this weekend. I didn't leave my homework at my mom's house and then have to give that excuse to my teacher on Tuesday morning. Divorce is wrong. Adultery is a moral sin. And if you commit it, no, we're not going to arrest you. But if you are a man and you cheat on your wife in Florida, get ready to lose everything. I will not tolerate that in our state. We will stand up for the dignity and the sanctity of marriage in Florida.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yes, finally these laws are starting to change. It ain't gonna happen overnight. It ain't gonna happen with everybody overnight. And I know some states does have, different laws, or according to divorce and stuff like that, different, things. I think it's North Carolina or whatever that says you could sue someone if they maliciously, tried to end your marriage, stuff like that. But I am loving this. This governor, oh, and by the way, they passed that law, but this governor in Florida says if you step out on your marriage, male or female, you leave that marriage with nothing. Woo! Yes, it is starting to change. Why? Because it's mainly women that are cheating on these men that were in the marriage and still expect to get everything. Men know if we step out, we know this now, we have a chance of ruining our lives. Do we like that outcome? No, but we know that there is a chance. We know that. Women, on the other hand, for some odd reason, think that they don't have to suffer any kind of consequences. That's the weird part about this. So James Fishback, the governor of Florida, woo, man, I can't wait till they hit all states. This law, exactly. I can't wait till they hit all states. The only people that's going to be mad about this are the ones who are doing something or plan on doing something. Because if you ain't doing nothing wrong, it don't affect you. Like, for example, my job has this tardy policy. I don't pay attention to it. Why? Because I bring my ass to work on time every goddamn day. I don't care. They update their tardy policy. Damn, I can't get my words out. If you late 3 times within a month or something, I don't even forgot what it said. I don't even care. Why? Because I show up to work every day. That don't affect me. I don't care. I'll take my ass to work. Huh? So I use that example to say this. The only people that's going to be upset about this are the ones that are doing something they ain't got no business doing. Huh? Those are the only ones that's going to be upset. Because I seen some of the responses. How dare he? The government needs to stay out of people's relationships and blah, blah, blah. Well, here's the thing. When you make it people's business, it becomes their business. Why? How about women having babies just to get on child support so they can collect that check from that man. That's putting the government in your business. How about if you do decide to divorce, let's just say there's no cheating involved. Let's just say y'all just grew apart, whatever. Y'all still cool and friends. But y'all can't seem to come to agreement on how to split your marital assets, So what do? You go and get courts and the justice system involved. Huh? So don't want to hear that nonsense. When you're doing something you got no business, of course people are going to get involved. I am loving this. And a lot of men have said they will not get married until they change these laws. And they are slowly but surely changing these laws. I think it was also Florida. I talked about this a few months ago or sometimes last year. I forget exactly what it was. But anyway, I think it was also Florida that said, however long you've been married, you're getting half of that amount of time in spousal support. For example, if you've been married for 20 years, you get 10 years of spousal support. If you've been married for, you get the point. You get the idea. Whoo! I think that was Florida, but I don't remember exactly. But, whoo, man. I bet you Master P, the rapper Master P, I bet you he wished this would have happened for him when he caught his wife cheating, had them damn side dudes sleeping in their house. Got a divorce and she still got half of his shit. Huh? Huh? I don't hear y'all ladies talking because there's only women that I saw in the comments of this video were mad. That's why I'm talking about women, because in the comments it were women that were mad. The only reason why you're mad is because you know that you're doing something you should not be doing. Tell me I'm wrong. I will wait. I will gladly sit here and wait. Tell me I'm wrong. I gave the perfect example. My job created a tardy policy. If you're late for work so many times, if you call off so many times, you'll get fired. I didn't give a damn. I don't pay attention to that. Why? Because I bring my ass to work every damn day. That's why. Huh? I'm at work every day. Huh? Even when I ain't feeling good. Even when I feel like I'm finna pass out, I'm at work. So, that tardy policy that my job has, I don't give a damn. I don't live in Florida, but let's just say I did. And they passed this law, which they did. They did pass the law. I don't step out of my wife. So guess what? I don't give a damn. The only people that cares are the ones that are doing something wrong or plan on doing something wrong. Now they got to be extra sneaky. Now they got to be extra cautious. Man, this is good. This is good. This is good. So the laws are starting to change slowly but surely. The laws are starting to change. Why? I can tell you why. Because they are seeing a decrease in families. They are seeing an increase of paternity tests where the man is proven not to be the father. So that means the woman is stepping out of that relationship. You can't tell me I'm wrong on that one.